Oh, good evening. I'm Erik Lonnquist. Tonight, you're going to hear a story of the 2019 New York Excelsior. It's a tale about a mighty juggernaut who rises up from glory only to fall from grace. This is a story about domination and dissipation, demoralization, and perhaps other words that end with ation. Let's begin. It was a breezy Valentine's Day in early 2019, and the Overwatch world fell in love with the New York Excelsior all over again. The team that had been at the top of the league since its inception went on gallivanting through the competition en route to a spotless 7-0 first stage.
NYXL does not adhere. They don't play by the rules.
Fear them. They are one of our most terrifying teams we have ever seen in any stage of Overwatch League.
But then, on an early eve in late March, the Seoul Dynasty toppled the brazen giant in the Stage 1 playoffs.
Now the NYXL in complete disarray. And Dynasty say thank you very much. We're going to the semis.
Bringing back a wave of doubt that clouded the minds of fans and foes alike because of the NYXL's previous playoff shortcomings. The mighty lads from the Empire State marched on, stacking 5 wins in Stage 2 before a pair of back-to-back losses to Atlanta left many wondering if their mojo had evaporated like a fog on a sunny morn.
Absolutely utter dominance from the rain. For New York, the streak is over. First place is no longer yours.
As the bruised bosses from New York sat enveloped in repugnance, the return of a fabled ally named Sabiobi lifted the team back to elite status in Stage 3.
And Sabiobi's return to the roster has looked very, very good after a slow start for New York.
With a new spring in their step, the Excelsior marched into battle, capturing a second undefeated stage and set on claiming their first stage championship in more than a year. But a young dragon scorched those hopes, blazing them to smithereens as Shanghai burned through the NYXL en route to a Stage 3 title of their own.
And that is it. The Shanghai Dragons are going to the semis.
A new meta in Stage 4 left the once doughty NYXL hapless, searching for answers as each match only brought about more questions.
Hard reset coming in from the New York Excel. Back to spawn with you. And it's another clean sweep.
So that's going to be bad for the NYXL.
Their previous conquests afforded them the number 2 overall seed and a second Atlantic Division crown, but a 3-4 record in the league's closing quarter has pushed New York, the once unquestioned king of the league, back into the dreaded depths of doubt and pending despair.
One of the biggest things with NYXL has been, are they going to choke in playoff games?
Will they overcome the perils of Ripo's tenacity, or be relegated to the murky waters of mediocrity? Only the mighty NYXL can decide, in fact, if they are mighty after all.